And gentlemen, to our next exercise. You've been staring at stars and stripes and squares now for about 2 weeks. This is a simple vector Illustrator repeat. Perfect to show how we export files so that we can create colorways in Adobe Photoshop. Now, when you did the tutorial exercises, you did the step across, step down, created your perfect module, and then you created an overlay. And then you selected all. And then you hit Control. And you made a clipping path. And it made this perfect little repeat in this perfect little module. The only problem is, now look at your layers. You had very nice layers for every color. But when you do these funky functions in Illustrator, they flatten your file. This is why we do not like to do special functions, adjustment layers, all those cool tools that you guys like so much. I'm going to undo this. I'm going to throw away that top layer. I'm going to go back and look at my nice star layer, my nice oval layer. This is a proper setup file. Now, we are extending past the module. I'm not worried about that right now because all I have to do is File, Export As. We're leaving Illustrator to go to Photoshop. So we're going to actually save this Illustrator file as a Photoshop file. We're going to export it. We're going to, well, I'm replacing it because I did it once. This is the dialog box you want to see. Photoshop export options. Yes, we want CMYK. Yes, we want it at least 300 dpi. Here's the key, guys. We don't want it flat. We want to make layers. Click OK. Let the file save. Minimize Illustrator. Return to Photoshop. File. Open. Double click on your separations and there they are. Look at your layers. You have no work to do. They are by themselves. They can be edited exactly the way they need to be. The reason we kept this background module is because we can now use the Command key, click on the picture in layer 4 and load the selection. Click the crop tool and crop the image. Well, that did not work. Let's crop it and then return. And then hit return again. Now we have a single module, a background, the yellow, the oval, and the blue. Exactly the way we need them for coloring. Except you cannot color in layers. These layers have 4 CMYK channels. Let's take a look up at our layers. I am going to bring them to the center of our screen so they're a little clearer. Let's flick over 1 to channels. Look at our CMYK. Cyan, magenta, yellow, black. Look, cyan is everything. Magenta is everything. Yellow is everything. Because don't forget, colors are combinations. So we cannot use the CMYK formula to color the file. But what we can do is we can load the selection. We can just hit Command All. On layer 2, we can copy. We can go to our channels, make a new channel, and paste. Edit, fill with black. Now, the only thing we got to watch, first, we're not cropping it. Nope, we don't want to crop it. I don't think it's in the same place. No, it's not. That is not good. So let's not do it that way. Let's undo, undo. Let's go back to our layers. Select all, copy, go to channels, activate that channel. And why are we not seeing it? Let's go back. Oh, that's because we're in quick mask. Got out of quick mask. We want to copy that channel. Command C. over to channels. Go to that channel we just made. Make sure you double click and that channel is a spot channel. Click OK. Command V. Undo. Shift Command V. That's paste into place. Now, you'll notice that is not black. Command L. Push that to black. Now, if we turn our layers on, look, it's a match. But we're looking at channels. I know this is confusing, guys, but channels are the same as layers, except they hold single color information, hence spot color. When I click on that image, it is white. I can make it bright red. That is a spot color. Now, if I go to my layers, watch this. Turn the layer off, my channel is still on because I have a fifth color red channel. We leave blue off. We have purple next. Let's click on that. Command All, copy, channels, new channel, Shift, Command V. Paste in place. Look, it's a lighter color, not black. Levels, go to black. Channels must render black unless they're tonal. There's your second color. Go back to your layers. Turn it off. We have yellow next. All we have to do is select Command All, Command Copy, Channels, New, Shift Command V. That's yellow. Look how light that is. Level it black. You could even just fill it black. They're solids. That is how you develop 3 color channels. These are alphas. Double click. Make sure they're spots. Give them their own color. Make it different than what the Illustrator file had. Click on Alpha 2. Make it a spot. Name it what you'd like. Make this one green. There's our file. The only thing we're missing is our solid color. Well, that's easy. New channel. Select all. Edit. Fill with black. Double click. Spot. Let's make it teal. Boom, boom. You're only looking at it in one channel mode. So all you see is the black where it holds the color. As soon as I turn another one on, you see the color. I didn't put color. Oh, yes, I did. But we're using solid, opaque colors. So I'm going to have to put this to the back. And now look, everything turns on. If I turn on CMYK, I can't see anything because I'm using opaque channels over top. Look, teal, star, oval, and square. If I go to my layers, all my layers are still there. Watch this. Flatten the file. Yes, let's get rid of them all. Command All. Delete. Fill it with black. There's nothing there. Look at your layers. They're black. I know this is freaking you guys out. This is the first time you've ever seen this. This is a new technique. We now have a single layer file with no color information, but when you turn it all off, look, it's black. Spot 1, spot 2, spot 3, spot 4. Now this gives us a coloring file. Because they're spot colors, we now have the ability to make a colorway. So if I move this to the side, I can save this. Now, you cannot print a file that does not have CMYK channels. So it's unprintable. It's also unsavable in the fact that it will not render color. Remember, look at our layers. They're black. So we're going to have to go to the channels palette. When we want to prepare this to print, we are going to have to click, hold Shift, activate all these spots, merge these spot channels. It is going to merge them back into CMYK format, and watch what happens. Bloop. It turns the file into a CMYK file again. Go back to layers. Look, there it is. It is a flat CMYK file. Now I'm going to undo that. I'm going to go back and undo that because I'm going to image duplicate. I'm going to view, and I'm going to make sure that we're looking at these side by side. I think we can do this in Illustrator. We want to see, we can't do the side by side screen view like we can. Let's see if we can do 2 up vertical. There we go. So now we can see both of our files. We can see the channels in the middle. On the left, I'll click. There's our file. Again, select, hold shift, all the spots, merge. You're going to see it change because you're going from super bright RGB video to merge spot channels. So you do lose a little bit of color information sometimes, so it will alter your color, but still, for this exercise, for all intents and purposes, this will suffice. Now, let's go to this file. File 2 to the right. This is still in separated or individual color form. Now watch how easy this is. This is what I wanted you to see. Double click. There's the information. We're going to make a new colorway. That's the whole point of this. Look, blue background. Click on the red stars. We don't want red stars. We want blue. Can't do blue. We want green stars this time. Ovals, we're going to make, let's make these yellow. The key is different. We're not talking about pretty colorways right now. We're just talking about showing how we make them. Bright red. All right, look, an alternative colorway. That's what we're doing, guys. We're coloring the file. Look how easy it is. And then you just merge it together. Merge spot channels. Boom. You're going to lose some color. Like I said, we're going CMYK. But how easy was that to create 2 separate colorways from the same file? So now you took a vector file from Illustrator, exported it as a PSD, opened it in Photoshop, converted your layers to channels, made them spot channels, colored them as spot colors, remerged them back into layers, and created single colorways. That's a lot to take in, guys. You're going to have to watch this lesson back and forth a few times. Every time you make a colorway, save the file so that you can see colorway 1, colorway 2, and colorway 3. There you go, guys. Separating your Illustrator layers, making sure they're good, exporting them into Photoshop, preserving them, keeping them high res, and creating your colorways. Thank you very much. Enjoy, and see you next time.